Welcome to my YouTube channel. The topic for discussion is chemical agents used in microbial control. Microorganisms have to be controlled to prevent infections and diseases. They also have to be controlled to reduce or stop deterioration of materials and also spoilage of food. So the chemical agents that are used in microbial control are many. Let's look at the first group of chemical agents that are used in controlling microorganisms. Phenol and phenolic derivatives. Phenol was used by John Lister to prevent post-operative infections. He used phenol to disinfect small instruments prior to surgery. He also used phenol to achieve skin asepsis, that is, the site of surgery or where the incision was to be made was swabbed with phenol. Phenol has its drawbacks or disadvantages, which include: one, it has a strong, disagreeable odor. Two, it causes skin irritation. Phenolic derivatives are in use now, though it is said that John Lister is the father of aseptic surgery, because the incidence of death resulting from post-operative infections drastically reduced. So phenolic derivatives include cresol, xylenols, and orthophenol. They are used mainly as disinfectants and antiseptics in hospitals and laboratories. Xylenol is an important phenolic derivative which is used as an antiseptic, that is used on the skin or living tissues. Xylenol is found in many home products such as Dettol, Savlon, and others. Lysol is a phenolic derivative which is known as tuberculocidal because it kills Mycobacterium tuberculosis, that is the causative agent of tuberculosis. The suffix "cidal" means to kill. That is, in this case, it kills, Lysol kills Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And it is used to dispose sputum in hospitals. Phenol is known to cause denaturation of proteins. And once proteins are denatured, they are not able to perform their functions. Phenols and phenolic derivatives are known to disrupt cell membranes. So cell membranes lose the semi-permeability function in controlling what goes into the cell and what leaves the cell. Next group of chemical agents used in microbial control are halogens. The halogens include chlorine and iodine. For example, iodine is known to be a powerful microbicidal agent, which can be used in aqueous solutions or tincture of iodine and iodophos. Growing up as children, if you have a wound or a cut, you quickly run to mommy. Mommy, mommy, I have a cut on my hand, and she reaches out for her iodine solution or tincture of iodine in her first aid box, and she cleans the wound or cut with the assurance that the wound or cut will not become septic. This is because iodine has bactericidal, fungicidal, and sporicidal activities, or it is known that iodine is a microbicidal agent, killing all microbial life. So iodine solutions are mainly used to achieve skin antisepsis. But the problem now is that iodine solutions tend to stain the skin, so they are replaced by iodophors. Iodophors are mixtures of surface active compounds and iodine, which serve as carriers and solubilizers of iodine. And the iodine is released slowly. They have the advantage of non-irritation to the skin, as well as being active for a long time. That is, the release of the iodine is released slowly. Iodine is known to cause halogenation of tyrosine units of enzymes and other cellular proteins. Another halogen in use is chlorine. Chlorine can be used as a gas or better as chlorine compounds. Chlorine is known to be used to treat water for municipal water supplies. This is because chlorine is a strong oxidizing agent, sterilizing and destroying microorganisms present in water. It is used as calcium hypochlorite or sodium hypochlorite. The calcium hypochlorite is referred to as chlorinated lime. In solution, hypochlorous acid is formed, which dissociates into hydrochloric acid and singlet oxygen. Now, this singlet oxygen is known to oxidatively destroy cells, microbial cells. Semmelweis is known as the father of hand hygiene. He observed that women in labor or recently delivered mothers die of puerperal fever or childbed fever. This is because medical students who attended to these women in labor did not wash their hands properly. So he enforced the use of chlorinated lime to wash the hands or enforce hand hygiene before attending to women in labor. The incidence of puerperal fever reduced drastically. The next group of chemical agents used in controlling microorganisms are the alcohols. The alcohols are known to denature proteins, they dissolve lipids, and they are dehydrating agents. Dehydrating agents, that is, they remove water or moisture from microbial cells, and microbial cells cannot carry out metabolic activities without water. Now, they are also known to dissolve lipids in bacterial cells. The lipids that are in bacterial cells are found as phospholipids, which are in the cell membrane. So if these phospholipids are dissolved, then the permeability function of the cell membrane is lost. Alcohols are also known to dissolve lipid-containing viruses. Examples of alcohols in use include ethanol and isopropanol. Ethanol is used to achieve disinfection of oral thermometers, and 70% ethanol is used to reduce the skin microflora prior to administration of therapeutic agents. Before you take that shot of injection, insist of having the anatomic site or the skin swab with 70% ethanol. Quaternary ammonium compounds are known as germicidal cationic detergents, which are also chemical agents that are used to control microorganisms. They have high bactericidal activity against gram-positive bacteria. They are known to cause denaturation of proteins, inhibition of enzymes, and disruption of cell membranes. They are used to disinfect hospital floors. Then you have the heavy metals and their compounds. Heavy metals are known to have detrimental effects on microorganisms. They have what is called, or exert what is called, oligodynamic action. Oligodynamic is a word that was formed from two Greek words. Oligos means small amount, dunamis means power. So the oligodynamic action of heavy metals simply means they exert great power or detrimental effect when used in small quantities. So the metallic ions of these heavy metals have very strong affinity to certain cellular proteins, and this leads to denaturation of proteins. Salts of heavy metals are also known as protein precipitants. Initially, 1% silver nitrate solution was used on the eyes of recently delivered babies to prevent what is called ophthalmia neonatorum, caused by Neisseria gonorrhoeae, but is no longer in use. Silver sulfadiazine is used for wound care. Aldehydes are another group of chemical agents used in controlling microorganisms. We have formaldehyde vapor, which is used for fumigation of operation theaters and laboratories. Sterilization is achieved. Glutaraldehyde also is used to sterilize respiratory and urological instruments. And formalin as a solution of an aldehyde, or solution of formaldehyde rather, is used for preservation of biological specimen. Then the gaseous agents are also important chemical agents. For example, ethylene oxide is a sterilizing agent which is used to achieve sterilization of heat-sensitive agents such as medical equipment, dressings, and plastics. Thank you for listening.